Square Enix Q1 2025 financial report shows a really sharp decline in particularly the MMO division, with FF14 after the launch of Dawntrail. MMO gross sales decreased by 2.9 billion yen by 23%. Operational profits are down 45%. Fuck. Yeah, I mean, I think we all know exactly why. Dawntrail is dog poo. It's rubbish. It's crap. Wu Clamart is not actually the worst character in the world. It's just that she should not be the main character. It'd be like making Steve Carell the main character of Anchorman. You know what I mean? He works best as like this guy who every now and again hops in and does or says something really funny. That's kind of how Wu Clamart should function. Making her the main character so much just really wore out her welcome like crazy, and they didn't really take the hint that players didn't like this character, because she then keeps popping up in like the, what is it, the post-patch, post-expansion content and all that. And Sphene! Yeah, why not? Why not? Because people really love Sphene as well. Let's have even more of her. Also, Endwalker ended the story. The MSQ's over. It's finished. It's literally called Endwalker. And anyone who says that, like, oh, Dawntrail's setting up this new story, again, like, look, it's not 2013 anymore. There's other MMOs. There's other games to play. There's so many more options. There's better things to do with your life than play Dawntrail in 2025. Anyway, let's keep reading. Square Enix shareholder Yuzu writes that something must be done for FF14 to regain its popularity and user base, as it's an important pillar to the company's HD game sales. He writes that the current increase in stock prices due to the activist funding is inflated and not an accurate reflection of company health. Well, something must be done for 14 to regain its popularity. I think it's over. I think it's done. The thing is, right, if you can put FF11 on life support, you know, keep it alive on its servers and still charge people and make money from that, which it does, why can't you do this with 14? People are still gonna be on it and sub to it and play it, whereas maybe with the money they've made from that, they can make FF17 an MMO? I don't know. I mean, look, Square's strategy is basically MMOs at this point. You know, it's been that way since FF11. FF12 looks like it was designed to get you to play FF11. It plays like a single-player MMO. The combat looks like MMO combat. You go into a dungeon and it's a raid dungeon. You know, Fran and Balthier and Vaan, they're all like tanking and healing and DPSing and all that. Even when you're running in between like towns in the open world, it's got that same like dot, that divider that's used. I mean, they even use that in FF14. 13, I don't really know. I mean, well, who knows what happened with 13. But 14's design bleeds into the design of the single-player games after that. FF16, you know, you can just totally tell that it was worked on by Yoshi P. I mean, it's got the same dialogue bloat of 14, it's got the same MMO fetch quests, Clive going out to buy garlic and is a literal main quest. I'm not making this up, this is real. The icon boss fights in FF16 are basically FF14 raid bosses with more expensive graphics. They do the same kinds of moves. They have the don't stand in the circle moves. They have the here come the walls coming at you, stand between this gap and the wall. Here it comes, they're the same moves. FF14's design can also be seen in FF7 Remake and Rebirth. Just look at the Genova boss fight in the Eris death scene, and then look at the Hades boss fight in Shadowbringers, where he's in like phase 2. It looks like the same boss. They're basically, you're on the same field. Here come the lines, don't stand in the lines. Here come the triangle, don't stand the triangle. It's the same thing, you know. Look at bloody Zack fighting Sephiroth in that scene, with Sephiroth just a big head. It looks like Meteion. The MMO design of modern Final Fantasy, whether it's 11 or 14, bleeds into the single player design, and once you see it, you cannot unsee it. FF16, every single conversation that characters have when you're getting another fetch quest, it cycles through the same 3 things. 1, hand on hip. 2, arms folded. 3, gesturing with one hand when they talk. Watch that and you will see those 3 things from 14, that movement, just cycle through again and again. And again and again and again. Well, here's what I think. If they can afford to do it, just make FF17 an MMO, turn that into their new golden goose, their new moneymaker, and that's it. Because, I mean, it's what they already do anyway. They just basically cater to the FF14 crowd. As I say, that's why the game design of 14 bleeds into, like, 16 and 7 Remake Rebirth and so on and so forth. But, yeah. And then, I don't know, make something else. If I was Square, I would just completely axe WooClamart and put 14 on life support and then just make 17 an MMO. I mean, you know, if you got the money to make Forspoken, if you got the money to make Rebirth, you have the money to make that.